This is A Kettle of Fish. Be sure to subscribe and listen to each episode at akettleoffishpodcast.com or your favorite podcast app. Here are your hosts, Robert and Paul.
Frank, I have a question for you.
Fire away.
When you were our store manager, how did you not resort to either hard drugs or like murdering hookers? Managing all three of us, how did you not?
It's funny that you asked that there, because I was going to ask him somewhat similar questions.
Who's to say I didn't do those things?
Yeah, I was about to say, you just hasn't been caught yet.
That's a good point.
No,
wonder he had the energy for all those midnights.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. You guys changed it up, kept it interesting. And
Paul, stop the fucking ambient noise. God damn.
Sorry, no. I'm trying to get comfortable. I still haven't fully sat down.
Yeah. He's recording from his bathroom. He's still on the toilet.
It sounds like me, Rob, and Frank are always like seated and ready for the podcast, and then Paul is like in the middle of a Lego kit. And he's like, "Just let me. I'll finish the Legos,
accurate.
and then I'll."
Yeah,
I haven't had a chance to clean off my desk all
Paul's
week,
death
and this was
rolling
the
an
first.
alligator on the floor. No big deal. Yeah.
This is the first time I've had to sit down at my desk this week. So
Paul's like, "I'm defusing a bomb. 1 second."
Yeah, you do.
But anyway, no, the job itself made me want to blow my brains out. You guys actually kept me from wanting to blow my brains out. So
Also,
thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. I don't. Was there ever really a time that all four of us were scheduled to work at the same time?
Yes, for sure. Definitely.
Very rarely, but yeah, it happened.
Yeah, it happened a lot. It was
Really?
particularly during holiday season.
Well, yeah,
or
that makes
at
sense.
midnights. Yeah, we did it a lot.
I remember like special case scenarios like that, but I don't remember like normal. I remember like me and Frank, or me and Tyler, me and Paul, or variations of the sort for regular schedules.
It wouldn't be for very long. It'd probably be like for maybe an hour or two tops that we would overlap,
Like in between shifts.
Right.
But yeah, when it would be the three of us for sure at one point, and then if Tyler were there with us, it was probably for like a midnight or for like a big busy holiday, like day before
Tyler's
Christmas.
always a slacker, though, man. He's always
Black
chasing
Friday.
ladies in the parking lot and shit.
True.
He had like code terms. It's like, Tyler, stop. Behave. So should I reiterate my statement here? Like, should I?
No, we're gonna get to your insanity here in a minute.
Resubmit my appeal to the court.
We'll get there. I do want to get the congratulations for Tyler to start it off, because that's pretty. It's always great to have a promotion and to get a new job that you're looking forward to.
He's a secret agent now.
You
7 figures.
7 figures,
Dude. It's really the craziest part to me is that there were so many applicants, and there were like 10 people that did the final interview.
Right.
So I was up against 10 other people, and they were just like, "Yeah, you just beat them all." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Right.
Like I don't know how you don't go Homelander a little bit. Just, I'm better. I'm stronger. I don't know how you.
I love that phrasing though. You beat them. It's like fucking. Did you have a gladiatorial arena fight to decide this? Was it like Highlander? There can only be one. Like, did you have to behead like 10 other people?
There was only one role. There could only be one.
Jesus.
It's funny.
I think the trick was at the end of the interview, they were like, is there anything else you want to say? Is there just anything that you want to say? And I just sat there on the Zoom call in silence for a second, then I just flexed. And I think that did it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, ooh, he would be our physically strongest candidate as well. Okay, gotcha.
It's funny you bring up that Paul, oh damn it, hold on. I had I had it in my head.
The Highlander or the gladiatorial arena thing?
No, the Highlander, because the con that I'm going to, actually the guy that plays Duncan MacLeod is going to be there, and also the guy that's in that also plays Raiden that's in that show is also going to be there. So that's
Raiden was Highlander. What are you talking about?
No, it's a different dude.
Christopher Lambert or the other?
Christopher Lambert is going to be there, and then also the other guy. There's another guy.
I don't know any of what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
You never watched Highlander?
Mm-mm.
No. You should definitely do it.
Oh, Adrian Paul from
Yes.
the TV series.
Yes, Adrian Paul, yes.
Yeah. No, yeah, because I love the fucking TV series. Motherfucker had a ponytail in an art museum, and he fucking went around in a leather vest with no other shirt on underneath and killed people with a fucking katana. Like, it was the fucking best shit ever. I actually have his sword. Like, I have a replica of it in my closet right now.
So I'll just refer to Tyler during this episode as Tyler McLeod.
Tyler McLeod.
There can only be one.
Is that where that quote comes from?
It's the time of the quickening.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
can only be
that's-
one, yeah.
No, gotcha.
So in the Discord, you said that it was life-changing. Can you put like a little bit of...
Yeah. So it's the main reason I say it's life-changing is I've kind of man. Okay, we're gonna get deep for just a second. As with most men, I feel like we have a lot of pressure on us to be successful and stuff like that.
Fair.
And I feel, for me personally, the success threshold was 50K. I was like, if I can break 50K by my goddamn self, I will feel accomplished and I will feel successful. And with this role, I have done
Like a month or a year?
Yes, $50,000 a month, Paul. Yes, I'm just.
I mean, that's
violently
life-changing,
wealthy
my
now.
guy.
Yep,
Fuck
I'm
it.
just gonna bring a homeless guy in every day and kill him. I'm just a mastermind now. No, $50K a fucking year. Okay, it's well
Dude, I don't
above
fucking know.
the median for like
Right.
that's like, I think the average household is like 45 in America still. So,
I was actually just looking
but-
it up. Give me a second.
but so I feel just all of this weight has left me. I am, for the first time ever, I'm fully out of customer service, customer support. I'm done. I'm out of that.
There you go.
I'm in an investigative analytical role where I'm working with
Secret
data and stuff like that.
Asian Man.
Paul, shut up. I swear to
No.
God. If we do a fucking physical episode, I might tackle you at some point.
We'll just have to keep the two of you
Yay!
at opposite ends of the table.
Oh,
No,
God,
we're
'Cause then we'll
horsing
get
around.
punched.
Yeah.
We'll put it at an angle, though. We'll make it like a
Let the
90
kids
degree
horse
angle so that way you
around.
can at least stare each other down.
But really, the only other thing I have to say is like the customer support side of things at this company started out really, really good. But we got a bunch of investors, so a lot of things are changing, and the customer support side seems to kind of be going downhill without pay increases happening. So I'm just very glad to be getting out of it. And yeah, dude, it feels really fucking crazy to like for them to pick me. Like that's hard for me to even, do you guys know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
out
totally
of
get it.
everyone, like
Right.
Dude,
that's that's
when I
crazy.
fucking worked at the prison for $25,000 a year, I was right there with you at Cloud 9, man. I was like, how the fuck did I get this job? I have no experience.
It's gonna bring me to another issue that I struggle with, especially at first when I just started working at the hospital. And it's called the imposter syndrome.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Among Us.
let me before you dive into that.
Uh-huh.
I'm very confident in myself. I'm very confident in my abilities, but
I'm not.
I was just dreading that. I'm not trying
Someone
to be
else was better.
No, I'm not trying to be super red pill, but the idea of like, guys, wouldn't it be nice to have like a woman on the team? That kind of thing. I was
Right.
like super, because this is a very, very
Oh,
left leaning
you
company and
thought
stuff
you
like
weren't
that.
going to get it because you're like a regular white guy.
Yes, default settings,
Yeah.
white guy.
Yeah, so yeah.
But yeah, no,
If-
I'm
if
very
anybody
confident
has
in my
seen-
abilities.
Dave Grohl 20 years ago, that's kind of what Tyler looks like.
I don't even know who is that.
Dave Grohl, he's the lead
the
singer,
drummer
frontman
for-
for Foo Fighters, drummer for Nirvana.
That's not what I look like. You're trolling.
Honestly, real talk though, Dave
20
Grohl,
years ago.
Dave Grohl is like probably one of the only celebrities that if something came out that he was just a terrible human being, I would legitimately feel bad. I would be upset.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
could
seems
probably
so
pull something up.
genuinely
Let's say
nice.
He's such a
Like,
good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so cool.
If it is a persona, he's done a damn good job. Like if it's just a facade, he's done a really good job. putting
I don't know,
that up.
man. He's gotten fat and grown a beard now, so he seems to be fine.
He's like 59 or whatever. He deserves.
And that's true. He's old as goddamn hell.
In the Foo Fighters rock. But anyways, yeah. So imposter syndrome, I know I struggled with it a good bit, and even to like a certain degree now, because there's so many people around me that are incredibly better at the job, in my opinion, and smarter. And like, I'm like, this person's health is in my hands. Like, shit can go sideways real quick. It's just like, sometimes I just wonder, like, is this really where I'm supposed to be? I thought I was doomed to working, menial, like minimum wage jobs and not doing well for myself, or even remotely well for myself. You just kind of have to suck it up and work through it, I guess, and just trust that, hey, you've got the job for a reason. So
yeah, I mean, this kind of thing, like, of course, being in customer support, they put you on schedules. So like yesterday I was 12 to 8, which is a really shitty shift.
Right.
I was doing phone calls all day. So it's like, I just do my own work. If I wake up at 6 a.m. and feel like working, that's when I work. I start whenever the fuck I want to start. Like, it's just
that's
gonna
pretty
be
awesome.
Giant quality of life upgrade.
That's also great to hear for starting your career in podcasting. So
yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Do you mind giving, like, what was like?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to like throw out hard numbers, unless you just want to. What's the percentage
Unless
increase?
you just want to humble brag.
I think I went from, in customer support, we actually were paid somewhat decent. We made 44 or 43.6, and now I'm making 52.
Dude, that's incredible. 10 grand.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Dude. Yeah, like, dude, I don't even know what that's going to feel like. I have no idea. Because, like,
can you help buy me a car? Great. Just something that's like $1,000. I don't even care.
This guy. Man, let me
I'll make you a deal, Paul. I'll buy you a nice tricycle with a little engine on it that'll go up
that'd be awesome.
It'll go up to 140 miles an hour, but your life is in your hands.
And you have to be going downhill.
Yes. Let's do it.
And if you buy a helmet, yes. I'll have the vehicle
guys,
destroyed.
I almost beat a guy to death in the middle of the street in broad daylight today.
That's not true. You probably went, rah, and then you drove away.
No, because I definitely don't keep an illegal weapon in my car at all times. But
it's a butter knife.
Yeah. No. So many other things. But he was driving really fucking slow, like 5 miles an hour in a golf cart, and I was stuck behind him and he cut me off already. So I just went around him, right? Like, I'm like, okay, there's no traffic coming the other side. I'll just go around. He started fucking yelling at me for going around him. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Anyway, so I kept driving. I got to the end of the neighborhood to get to the stoplight to go left because I had to pick up Felicity for lunch. I get to the light at the turn signal, and he pulls up beside me in the golf cart.
And that's when I murdered him, Your Honor.
And so there's a golf cart lane for one. He's supposed to be in. He's not supposed to be in the main traffic lane. He's supposed to be over in the golf cart.
What color loofah did he have hanging?
Oh my God, I don't even know. Anyway, so this bald fucking middle-aged looking motherfucker gets out and aggressively taps on my fucking, like, not on my windshield. And I'm like, no, are you fucking out of your damn mind?
Fuck that.
And he starts yelling and raising hell at my windshield in traffic. And I fucking rolled the window down. I was like, you got about 4 seconds to get the fuck away from my car. I'm going to get out of this and beat the shit out of you in the middle of the street. And he started yelling back at me, and I'm like, your dumb ass ain't even in the right fucking lane. Get your bald old fucking ass out of the fucking traffic lane and get over there in the golf cart lane, you stupid bitch. And then he fucking got back in his golf cart, pulled up a little bit, turned around with his phone to take a picture of me. Mm-hmm. And while he did it, I flipped him off, and I was just this close to losing it today, but I was like, I got to pick up Felicity for lunch. I can't go to jail today. I cannot go to jail today. I have got
Paul, unrelated question. Cool. Have you ever seen American Psycho?
That close. I'm going to figure out where that guy lives.
Okay, perfect. All right, what's the next thing we're talking about?
I'm gonna figure out where that guy is.
Oh, that's good. That's good. there was something on the last
sorry.
episode that
No,
I wanted
I just got
not
pissed off
remember.
again thinking about it. That guy pissed me off so much. I bit my fucking fingernail off.
This is bringing up Frank's reference to what would Paul do. WWPD.
Seriously, we need to put a window decal on the merch site.
Yeah. We can probably work one out.
Take shit out of my car.
So I don't know if you guys are up to speed. I talked about it briefly on the show. But it leads me into something that I wanted to bring up.
Let's do it.
So a little less than a year ago, I'd say. Yeah. I was properly diagnosed ADHD, OCD. The ADHD didn't really catch me off guard. Some things since then have, but the OCD did catch me off guard. One, I didn't know he was going to be testing for that. And two, since then, and looking a bit more into it and picking up on like telltale signs and symptoms and realizing that it was also 100% in my dad, I try to pause and think about things that are irritating me to see if it's like a little self-check. Like, is this dumb? Like, am I just being being stupid about this, or is it something that I'm legitimately like? Is it okay? So I bring that up because I wanted to apologize to you, Paul, for the OCD in me, and just weekly coming out and just being like, Paul, I need you to stop doing this. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to stop clicking this. Stop moving that. Stop moving this.
No. Do not apologize to Paul.
Yeah.
Don't apologize to Paul. Do not apologize to Paul. That's a slippery slope. Do not do it.
Do you think our listeners want to hear a bunch of clicking and mouth noises and whatever the fuck else he's doing?
It's not even specifically because of that, but it's because of like
the fuck was in my cup?
There were things I'm like, okay, this was just a bit much. Like, it's not really that bad. Like, this
Give
part
one
here.
example.
I mean, it's just like little like mouse clicks. Or
Stop breathing.
Mouth clicks or
like little fucking. He gets bad ASMR shit, and he hates like little mouth noises.
It's great. It's great. Yeah. It's gold. It's awesome. I love it.
So if I just got
even though great, now I gotta
really
edit
close.
That. Like, so even though it is like annoying shit, I can recognize that I definitely was like, it grated on me a little bit more than it should have.
I don't care. You don't have to apologize for that shit. It's your fucking show, dude. Yeah,
and well, I've said from the beginning, it is our show. It is not my show.
Kudos for being able to recognize it. It's hard to look in the mirror and see, faults like that. Because
man, I know I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, am literally Homelander. So
just kill them all.
Yes.
Also, kind of on that same note, I am seeing more and more and more on TikTok like these filters or whatever. Like, what is my ADHD red flag? What is this, that, and the other? And it makes me wonder how many people walk around who say
undiagnosed.
They have ADD or ADHD and have never been properly diagnosed.
I actually work
TikTok and shit.
I work with a lot of people who frequently refer to themselves as autistic, and then I hear them like weeks later say like, well, I've never been diagnosed. And I'm like, is that not like, that's not fucked up at all? So like, we just say that kind of shit? That's insane.
What's going on there is like those same TikToks, those ADHD ones. It's like, put a finger down, ADHD check. And then it's like, hey, you need to go get tested because those are actually all symptoms of autism. And it's like,
just fucking brain poison.
Jesus Christ, dude.
There is a certain level of not self-diagnosis, but like just recognizing like, oh shit, that sounds like something that I do. Maybe I should get this checked out. Or
but other people just don't go get checked out. They're just like, yep, that's what I've got. I'm autistic.
That's 99% of people.
No.
But it's like,
TikTok
why?
is like, if you ever wash silverware, you're retarded. And they're like, okay, got it. I'm in.
But why is it almost glamorized to
God damn it.
to have
Oh,
to be
I
like
could go on such a schizo rant about
To
this.
have a
You ready?
mental illness?
Here's why it's
It gets them
glamorized.
out of
like
doing work.
neurodivergent
Yes,
is the
I
word.
got you. You ready? Because we have a generation of people who are not bothering to learn any skills. They're not bothering to play any instruments. They're not bothering to learn any languages. They're not bothering to play any sports. They're not bothering to get good at anything. They just sit on social media all the time. And then they have this realization, fuck, I'm not very interesting. I'm not good at anything. I don't know how to do anything. What makes me unique? I'm autism. I'm neurodivergent. I'm ADHD.
It's just like
I have
goth
OCD.
kids.
It's literally, so now you have a label that puts you into a community, and all of you guys are the exact same way because you all watch the same media. It's literally a community thing. It makes you feel important. It makes you feel like you have something unique and interesting about you because you don't. Boom, schizo rant.
There,
Goth
you know,
kids.
though, I 1,000% believe you and agree with
You
you.
misspoke.
But it makes I did misspoke. Misspoke. The thing on the
That's
other
my
side of
favorite
that is
Tyler
like
thing, by the way.
I fully
What?
support everyone.
My favorite Tyler thing is he likes to pick on people every single time they misspeak. Like,
Yeah,
he
true.
it is
loves
kind
to
of a
point
fun-
it out.
That's
fun
true.
thing.
It's you could make a drinking game about it.
Except
It's
Frank. I
really
wouldn't do that to Frank.
But I love how you say it too. Like the tone in your voice is almost like you're holding back laughter. Like, hey, you misspoke. Like
You fucking idiot.
So let me
Small
chime
accident.
in. Let me chime in real quick about the whole self-diagnosis bit. I won't
Hit
say
us.
it's a like a victim mentality. I think it's kind of an excuse to get away with doing nothing. Kind
Bullshit.
of playing on what Tyler was saying. You know, it's an excuse to just not have to do anything, right?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Like, I just want to skate by doing the absolute minimum. So I'm just going to say
Yep.
this.
And if I can make everybody else believe it,
and
and then like
so,
you go
hey,
in for fucking job interviews and shit.
cut me some slack, okay? I'm on the spectrum.
it's so
can't-
weird because like
You know?
it's been the exact
And
opposite
it's-
for me. I do it so much more.
Right? It's
Yeah,
It's
it's like actual
ridiculous
people
what
that have been
people-
diagnosed.
what
or-
people try to say to get away with things, and it's insulting to people who have been diagnosed and to
yes.
families who have family members who are diagnosed, and it's a struggle. There's a lot of people out there that, you know, can't get jobs because they don't have the abilities to interact with people, or
Right.
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of struggles there, and then these other people that have 100% capability, they just choose to be lazy
Right.
and then act
True.
like they are incapable.
Being good at things is hard, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's
my
accurate.
gosh. And
no,
it's
like
not-
genuinely. I'm not making
it's-
a joke. Yeah.
being good at things isn't hard. It
takes effort.
It takes effort.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
and
hard.
it's effort
it's
that
hard
people
for me
don't
to
want
do
to
anything.
expend.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
Like I'm
people-
willing to expend that effort, but it is so hard. It is a struggle for me to just do things sometimes. It's fucked up, but I do.
Paul,
it
you might be
because I know
autistic.
I have to. I might be. I'm definitely. I
Actually,
definitely.
yeah,
I have
I think you
diagnosed
are.
ADHD. Yeah, well,
Boom.
probably. I don't know if that was ever tested, but the ADHD definitely, and I'm starting to have memory like lapses in memory, and it's really fucking with my day to
That
day.
rocks.
I fucking hate it, dude. I will. And
Just
short
a World
term,
War I soldier walking around.
God damn it, dude. No, it's very short term. Like maybe I'll forget something I did the day before, or I fucking woke up fully thinking it was Tuesday on a Friday once. Like I completely just lost track of the entire week. I don't even know what happened. I couldn't even tell you what happened during that week.
Paul
And
has past life syndrome. He
I-
relives lives.
dude. I'm just starting to lose track of things. Like really bad.
Fully
and it's-
unrelated. I have something
fucking
topic that I want to bring up later.
Oh, okay.
Just don't let me forget. It was I just thought of it right now. I
Sure.
also want to ask Paul if he's played Ni no Kuni, but yeah,
Oh, I
What?
love that game so much.
the first one.
Absolutely. That game
Okay.
is great.
I legit
I just
played
want
it
to know
too.
how sad it is. Is it really
It was sad. It made me
Oh
cry.
my gosh, that game
It
was
was
so
fucking-
beautiful.
I teared up.
And yeah, it was heart-wrenching.
Because I want to play it, but I don't want to cry. Jesus.
No, dude, you do want to play it. Please play it.
I don't want
Really?
to cry.
I have it.
Yes, play it.
That's that good.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's pretty
Play it.
good.
It is epic, dude. You're
Frank
gonna love
sounds threatening. Tyler, fucking play
If you
it.
don't fucking
I
it. I will
swear.
break your leg if you don't play it
Oh,
again.
God.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
An actual
Come on, man.
threat.
It's Studio Ghibli, dude. You know it's good.
That's true.
If
And
Tyler
level
ends up
5.
with a broken leg, we've got a fucking recorded threat. On
The-
Level 5 is the same company that made Yokai Watch. Best game of all time.
The second one was pretty good, but the first one
not
was
as
amazing.
good as the first one.
The
I enjoyed
first one
the
was
art
amazing.
style and everything on it. It's funny that kind of come up too, though, because one of the things I have on my list of things to talk about is, when was the last time you cried?
To a video game or just in general?
No, just in general. Like, when was the last time you just say, you know what?
Last night.
Paul's like, every day.
Be fucking for real, Paul.
I'm horribly depressed.
Really? Mine was like a week
Yes.
ago, too.
I find myself crying quite often and not really knowing why. I'm
Damn.
about to cry right now, honestly.
My dude just got really somber.
I'm sorry.
Frank, when's the last time you cried? Like 2001?
When the stock market
When-
crashed.
When he took my
No,
store
I,
keys away.
God. When Circuit City closed.
No, I cried
Oh, fucking hell.
when I recently went to the doctor and I got my results back from my my blood panels.
Oh.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Robert,
But
why'd you bring
it
us
was it was happy tears,
Fucking-
but I cried. Now,
Yeah.
last time I
Oh.
sad cried was when my neighbor passed away.
Oh.
He died of a heart attack right after I was talking to him about my air conditioner.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jeez.
man.
Yeah.
You freaked him out that much?
Joys
Wow.
of home ownership, man.
Just
Yep.
fucking home
The
ownership.
joys of
stresses
home
you out.
ownership. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it's-
I cried during therapy, I think, a couple of weeks ago, just from all the pressure and stress and shit, just really getting to me, that kind of thing. Nothing crazy.
So what about you, Rob?
So
Rob's like, I looked at this bitch the other day, she had the fattest ass. I had to start crying. I couldn't believe it.
to my
It was like I was looking at Niagara Falls, man.
I will tear up at just about anything that is like sappy or like sentimental
dude.
or anything, but like legit,
Moms
just kind of
dying
like
in TV shows.
yeah, pretty much. And really, anything that reminds me of or just even slightly resembles my mom or dad, will definitely get me there. But in years of that's just like tearing up, like a beep, beep, just like a
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
little quibble. But full out like bawling.
Dude,
I think
I fucking ugly cried at A Quiet Place, the John Krasinski horror movie. Dude,
Yes. That
I was
ending,
like weeping.
It was honestly probably like a week or two ago, and it was just stress stuff and things
The
Yes,
opening
happening.
in
sir.
The Last of Us. Oof.
So, but yeah, and I don't remember the last time. I don't remember the last time I happy cried. Maybe at my wedding. Yeah, so it's like
I
almost.
happy, you know what? I happy cry 5 minutes before I do every one of these podcasts because I know I'll get to talk to Paul again, and I'm just
I
so
don't
moved.
Thank you.
It is nice.
I don't think I've ever happy cried. I don't know what that feels like.
That can't be true.
No,
I
Paul, we all know
can't
you did.
imagine a time in which I've ever been so happy it's brought a tear to my eye.
Not even that one time you went to that con and you got to suck that dude off. No, sorry.
No.
You're like, I'm so happy.
That's never happened. I
Who's
don't
the fucking
understand
Uncharted guy? What's his name?
Nathan.
Not Nathan
Fillion?
Drake. The fucking Nathan Fillion.
No, wait. Oh, the voice actor?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Nathan Drake. That's fuck. He does the Penguin.
You know that you've said his name a gajillion times.
Oh,
I
God.
fucking know.
Troy
He's done
something?
everything.
Is it Troy
Fuck.
Baker?
No, that's not
it's
Troy.
the
It's
other
not.
one.
The other one.
It's
It's the other
he does
guy.
Rocket Raccoon and Deadpool and
God, who
fucking
cares?
Penguin and fucking. Why? Well, okay. Why are you
That
asking?
guy. You were glurping and gobbling that guy, and that's when you happy cry.
I've never even met that guy.
All that
Dude,
for
that-
Nolan
I've
North.
met. Yeah, that's him.
For a
I've,
shitty
I've
gay
met
joke.
both of them at
Desmond
our
Miles.
managers conferences.
Yeah.
Really, you met Nolan North?
Nolan North and Troy Baker. Yeah.
I Troy Baker just seemed.
I
like a
was
really
legit
Cool guy.
They're
jealous
pretty
of
cool.
you in those manager meetings because they all sounded legit. And then there was that one year that you and Heather came back with Vitas. I was fucking like, what? I want to get in on this.
We'll be right back.
Thank you for downloading and listening to this episode of A Kettle of Fish. We really do hope you enjoy it. If you have something that you'd like to ask or talk to the guys about, hit us up at akettleoffishpodcast@gmail.com or use the link in the description and join our Discord. Now back to the show.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, I was so stoked when I got to meet Anthony Daniel, Mark Hamill. That was like the
Bruh.
best year. Cause like that was the year we got 2 PS4s, Xbox One, what was it, a
This guy.
Nintendo Wii. It was like crazy how much shit we got. It was ridiculous.
Speaking of Mark Hamill, have y'all seen the trailers for that movie based on that comedian's The Machine sketch? The fucking Bert Kreischer, the guy that doesn't
Yeah.
wear a shirt. Mark
Yeah.
Hamill's gonna play his dad in that fucking movie.
This.
There's a fucking scene in the trailer where Bert's just like, "Why are you talking really fast like you just did Speed?" And Mark Hamill's just like, "'Cause I just did Speed." And then a lady walks by with a tray and he's like, "Ooh, more drugs." And I'm just like, I fucking love Mark Hamill so much.
Have you heard the
Shit's
story of the machine? Like where that comes from?
Yeah, the Bert. That's what I was
Yeah.
just saying. The fucking comedian guy.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer,
You should definitely
Kreischer.
listen to him tell the story. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's fun.
The I also wanted to kind of like do a state of the show like update.
We're not PlayStation, not State of Play.
It's not state of play. No, I switched hosts because it was borderline going against the terms of services from my web host of doing a podcast for bandwidth reasons. So we moved over to a company called Buzzsprout, and they have
Buzzsprout?
yeah, they have a lot of
Kinda like
really good
Sprouts.
like analytical tools, and it's just it's technically it's just going to be better. The feed's going to be better and have less issues. There is consistently, and I saw this before too, but now it's even shown up here. Somebody who listens in Canada. So
What?
whoever you are,
Cool.
Hello, our Canadian bacon friends.
That
thank
rocks.
you. There are other countries as well, but they kind of like come and go. But there's somebody.
Rob, say the Canadian person's home address.
It is 5 more. No, I don't have that information.
555 Moose Drive.
Hey,
Canada.
the person in Canada, if you're listening, just send us an email. Let us know your favorite social security number, credit card number.
Send us some syrup.
Yeah,
I
send us
do know that
whatever.
they are in Ontario or Ottawa.
Ontario.
That fucking rules, man.
That's
I wonder why they picked us of all
Do
fucking
you like
podcasts.
hockey?
We've never
We're just-
once mentioned hockey.
We're just schizo rambling for an hour and a half,
Um,
and this guy's like, "I'm in."
Do you ride a
Down.
moose to
Love it.
work?
we not all
It's one of
Canadians
those.
ride.
It's one of those extremists that listen for Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's like, "I hate these other guys."
Yay!
Well,
I,
mean,
want a solo
I've
Paul
done,
episode.
I've done some like advertising
I'll sign you
campaigns
some
like through
stuff.
Facebook or whatnot. So there's really no telling
Yeah.
where it's
Dude,
at. But
if he's really a Paul fan, I'll autograph some stuff and mail it to him. I'll find out his address that way.
yeah, whoever you are,
When you find
uh,
out his address, just post it online somewhere.
Yes, for real. Yes.
you're very much appreciated. So and
Post it on
we thank
Reddit.
you for listening.
Hey, yeah,
Just
we'll
tweet it out.
we'll definitely get
From
you a
the
case
Twitter
of
we have no
Molson's. Get you,
What is that?
Get you a
Molson?
shirt.
Yeah, Molson's is beer.
Yeah,
I'll draw you. I'll
American
draw you
beer?
a shirt.
that is not
No,
an American beer. No,
Wow.
American
You
beer
guys been to
sucks, you know
Canada?
that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, Canada's great.
Dude,
a couple tickets to go see the Canucks. I don't know, man.
We took a trip to Canada once, and it was very interesting because we went because you can drink at 18.
That rules.
We were in Syracuse for a friend's like his grandparents' like 50th wedding anniversary, so we decided to cross over and have a few beers. But I thought it was funny. So it was 4 American guys, right, in Canada. We decided to eat food at this like traditional Japanese restaurant. All of the food cooked by Mexicans. So it was like this
that rocks
wild like kaleidoscope of places. Just
bro, Mexicans will throw down on some food, man. They can cook anything.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Tokyo, across from fucking KFC in Albany.
Oh my God, Paul, you just unlocked a memory. Holy shit.
So when I worked there in the kitchen, it was so funny to watch people in the kitchen because you had a Mexican cooking the food in the kitchen, and some of the hibachi chefs we had a Hawaiian, a Korean, I think there was one Japanese guy in the whole fucking place, and he was the sushi chef, and it was a fucking Tokyo restaurant. A Vietnamese guy, and just some white dudes as servers, and it was such a weird hodgepodge of. It was owned by a Korean, not even a Japanese person owned it. It was so weird.
Nice. Tyler, what was your topic that you wanted to talk about?
Oh, okay. All right. I have it's going to be a dramatic shift in the tone of the podcast. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes.
All I think about it.
Shut the fuck up. Give me muting power.
No.
It's pretty rare, but sometimes I will. Have you guys ever woken up just terrified?
Yes.
Just genuine, like you feel like you're in danger. So what happened was I woke up at 6 a.m. to start the day, and I just felt scared. I just woke up and I just felt scared. I felt like I wasn't safe. I call it like the fear. And I was
did
like,
you have a bad dream or something?
No,
dude, it sounds like you just got bad anxiety, my guy.
I mean, there are sleep
don't.
terrors.
I do not. And I woke up and I like, as I was putting my shirt on, I was like, I feel like I'm going to get attacked in the second that I'm like putting this shirt on.
Huh.
And, cause it was really dark in the house, of course, too, cause it was 6 a.m. But like, it was so bizarre. Just walking through the house, I felt
your sleep
so
demon was
uneasy.
coming for you.
Yeah, it's just really fucking. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, but it's awful.
Is that
sleep paralysis demon?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The sleep paralysis.
No, I woke up normally, got out of bed, started the day, but I just felt really afraid. I felt like
you just had some overwhelming dread.
That's
yeah. I don't know.
That's probably like some weird brain chemical shit causing mass anxiety for no fucking reason.
It was. My brain was almost telling me like something's in the house, like that kind of thing.
You had like a severe fight or flight response.
Yeah,
so
I used to have that living in the ghetto.
Your brain was probably still tripping on something you were dreaming.
Dude, it was.
I wonder if that's it too. I wonder if it was a dream that you had that you just don't remember.
It's like
that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like
it's
maybe
your
I had
subconscious.
like a super
it's just
fucked
like
up nightmare.
It's tripping really hard, and your subconscious remembers it, but you don't. So
anytime in my old trailer in Tallahassee, if I just heard the just faintest of noises, it couldn't have even come in from inside the house. But if I heard something, I was up, alert, thinking somebody was in the house, and nobody ever was. But I fucking,
it was me. I was in the house.
It was Robert sneaking in really fast and hiding.
Have you guys ever read or tried to do lucid dreaming?
I know about it, but yeah, I don't know.
I've only been successful like once, and it was for like 2 seconds. I feel like
I used to have them sometimes when I was younger, when I was like 17, and I would do like the Dragon Ball Z flying, where I could just fucking free fly, and I would like fly throughout New York City and stuff, and it was so cool, dude.
It's crazy how that seems to be the thing you go to, because I've tried flying in mine as well. Like I remember,
dude, why not?
Because this was maybe like 2 years ago, so I was living up here. But I remember very much so dreaming that I was in the parking lot of Putt Putt Golf, or I guess All American Fun Park now. And in very much so having the thought of, I'm not here. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in Chattanooga. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm dreaming. Let's fly. And I remember just flying and just taking down Liberty Expressway. And then I woke up. I was like, damn it.
That rocks.
But like, I've read stories in like Reddit of people who have like entire universes. Like, they've been practicing it for years and they're on like Shaolin monk level of being able to lucid dream. Like, they have people that they have relationships with that do not exist, and it's like those people know that they don't exist. Crazy. It's wild. Yeah.
So that's something fun too. There's actually a scientific study for this. Your brain never forgets a face. Like, every face that you've taken in through your eyes at some point in your life. That's why, like, faces in dreams, sometimes you have no idea who the fucking person is. It's just a face that your subconscious like digs back up. That's actually recorded.
Really fucking freaky, Paul. Jesus.
Yeah. It's fun facts.
Huh.
Jesus.
That's actually a true fact.
I am so tempted to go back and try to debunk that.
Go, my guy. Do it. That's a true fact.
That seems like a lot of effort.
That's an actual fun fact.
Also, I'm just terrible with names, so it's whatever.
I have horrible moments where I realize I'm dreaming, but my anxiety and shit starts bugging with my subconscious, and I'll have dreams where I'm trying to kill somebody that's trying to kill me, and they won't die. Like,
well, last episode you said your brother was going to be the one that kills you. So
yeah. Or like I'm just punching a guy and he won't get knocked out. And I'm like, dude, come on. Like, you know, that kind of fucking, it's like
so much violence. So much violence.
There's a guy that I work with that I think if there was like if Biden came out and was like, hey, there's going to be a 5-minute purge, I think I would probably kill him with my bare hands. And I mean that. Yeah. I'm not even kidding.
I feel that.
I would.
I feel that on a deep personal
I wouldn't get a hammer. I wouldn't get a pencil. I wouldn't get, it would just be an overwhelming force.
Just
would
thumbs
crush him
through the eyeballs and just.
Oh yeah, dude, the Mountain Game of Thrones type shit.
Jesus,
I don't want to give any details about the guy.
If you can pop your thumb under the eyeball and pop the eyeball out without severing the optical nerve, you can turn it around and let him watch himself die.
Jesus Christ! What? Paul, you put too much effort into that. I know you thought about that.
Laugh, and then he
I don't think I
follows
could
it with that
stomach
laugh.
it. Even throughout my hate, I don't think I could stomach it. I would do that and then just throw up and pass out.
Oh, I could do it.
It's amazing the things that you can stomach. Dude, the things that I've seen, horror movies are not that far off, by the way. Just to let you know.
Dude, I watched my friend when I was younger shoot himself. So I mean,
that rules.
That's
some Albany shit right there, dude.
Absolutely does not rule at all.
Wow.
That shit sucked so
hold on.
hard.
What do you mean shoot himself? Where?
He shot himself in the face.
Oh, okay. That does not rule. Okay.
No.
I thought you meant like his foot.
I was wondering where you were going with that one, Tyler. I was like, that
death.
Definitely does not rule.
He was tripping on LSD like super fucking bad, and he fucking shot himself in the face, like on the bed. He just pulled a fucking gun out of his pocket and shot himself in the face.
He's all right though. He's fine.
He's dead. That shit was so fucking horrifying. It turned out it was his dad's gun, and I got like blamed almost immediately. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even fucking touch it.
Paul, how have we not talked about this? About you almost catching a murder charge?
Well, first of all, I was very young. Second, I don't like talking about it because it's fucking horrifying, Robert.
I mean, that's understandable. True. I have watched somebody kill themselves, and I have also x-rayed people who have killed themselves.
Yeah, it's fucking like I'm shaking.
We gotta
right
lighten
now,
it up. All right, we have video games to talk about. Jesus,
we gotta talk about video games. God,
fuck.
We talked about depression.
Frank's like, I killed one of my wives one time. We're like, okay, holy shit, guys, let's talk about anything else. God. You guys want to know where she's buried? Okay, all right. Last of Us, right?
Actually,
I think I killed Paul.
I have an apology to Frank.
What?
Did Frank voluntarily leave the podcast? Is he gone?
No, I'm still here.
I have to. Frank, you might not even remember this. At least I hope you don't.
Oh no!
Oh, son of a bitch!
Frank, do you remember getting upset about the ladies next door in the salon or whatever, like bumping your car or whatever, or touching your car with like around the dumpster area behind the store?
Dude, those ladies were always on some shit. Though.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, good. All right, that makes me feel better.
Those ladies were always on some stupid shit, though. They were always fucking complaining. And
they really were. For whatever reason, this week or that week or for a period of time, Frank, you were like extra on like just getting like they were using our dumpster, and you're like, they don't pay for that shit. This is our dumpster. This is our territory.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I can't remember why, but I had parked like super close to your car. I didn't hit it, but I like rubbed up against it or something, and it displaced some dirt, and it looked like something had hit it. And I just played it off. I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing. It's whatever. It's whatever. I don't know. You took the trash out or something, came back, and was fuming. Like, those bitches hit my car. Blah, 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 blah. This is it. And I was terrified.
And it was you, Rob?
It was me.
it was me all along.
I was so like, I hope he doesn't find out because he seems really mad, and I don't want.
So here's the deal: if you would have told me if you would have told me it was you, I wouldn't have been that level of mad with you. simply
Surprise,
because
motherfuckers!
My anger was with them. I could not stand those people next door, and it was just like, you know, the tipping point, right? Like,
right.
Good God, everything they do is just horrible.
Wait, who are we talking about?
The Cuts by
salon next
style
door.
people next door, yeah.
Well, they weren't really a salon. It was
the Cuts by Us.
Yeah, Cuts by Us. A budget haircut place.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Should I remember any of these people?
Dude,
No.
there was GameStop, Cuts by Us, Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
And the Chinese restaurant place, they were great. They were cool people.
Dude,
Yeah, I remember
the
them.
Derma ones.
Are they still
Yeah.
open? Are they still in business?
They're still there.
Fuck yes.
Do they still have the Frank special?
Yes.
the Frank special?
You go in there and you ask for the Frank special, you'll get it.
Nice.
Them French
They
fries,
still
man.
And they just start beating the shit out of you. That's the Frank special.
Donnie
No,
comes out of the back from nowhere.
He's
just starts
still
beating the fuck
there.
out of you.
That's
He's
awesome.
still there. He went to college, and then he decided after 2 years it wasn't for him.
That works.
So kudos for him for trying. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, you know,
Good
it's not for
try.
everybody. So he actually went and gave it a full go. 2 years. And I think he's going to tech to be a mechanic or something. I can't remember.
Nice.
Good for him. Good for him.
But yeah, they're doing great.
I highly
So,
support people to get a vocation. College is not for everyone. I wish I did it first as opposed to
Well,
wasting time and money.
I'm going to be totally honest with everybody out there listening in Radio Land or whatever you want to call this. College is a waste of money. Tech school's where it's
True.
at.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Skills, man. I'm telling you, that trades are the money makers right now.
It's accurate.
I
Hands
can
down.
attest to that. I have 2 degrees and I'm using neither. So
You know, unless you want to be like a history teacher or something. I don't know.
And even then, you don't really need a degree.
You're really,
Not really.
You're
They're,
really
they're
a
so
teacher.
they're so
You can
desperate
take a
for teachers right
2-year
now.
2-year
You-
teacher program.
You go to the teacher certificate program at a tech school
Yeah.
That's true.
So-
Yeah. It's really easy.
for a fraction of the cost of going to a damn college.
Accurate.
So
Well, now I feel better that that's off me because that's, more
Oh,
than
dude,
10 years ago.
seriously, dude, that was what was that the
I've been holding
Scion?
on to that for
Yeah,
so
it was
long.
a Scion.
Dude, the Scion's like 3 cars ago. So
I
Scion
really
gone.
didn't think anything of it because I'd like barely like bumped it or like.
Oh yeah, you
like-
had the fish tank car.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fish tank car. I saw one.
It
the
looks
other
like
day,
a
made me
fish
think of-
tank on wheels. That's what I always thought of it.
the toaster.
Yeah.
my favorite memory is still
That's-
Paul just wandering in for his shifts. Like I just see him, I'd be like, "Is that Paul?" From like a mile away, walking in a straight line at the store.
coming from random directions.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what's funny is I used to live on 16th Avenue on the other side of Slappy, and I would walk from 16th Avenue all the way to GameStop to get there for my shift.
Jesus. That dedication, man.
I did it. I eventually got rollerblades though. So that was fun.
All right, Rob, what's next? What are we talking about? Let's go.
I'm fresh out. I didn't have anything really since the last recording.
The games, the stuff, the games.
Yeah, so I need you guys' stances on, before I attack anything, I need you guys, all of your stances on bugs and glitches in a published game.
Oh, God, that's right.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so my original point was how fucked up the fucking reviewing market is when it comes to bugs and glitches sometimes causing a game. Like, if it's still playable and it's still good, but they're fucking like saying, oh, all the bugs and glitches, whatever, blah, 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 6 out of 10. But then, like, those same bugs and glitches show up in things that get 10 out of 10s all the fucking time. And to me, a 10 out of 10 is perfect, flawless, nothing wrong with it, and yet still flaws.
Well, there's you gotta, if it's such a groundbreaking game that you're willing to overlook said glitches and bugs, that's why you're going to give it a better score than another game where the glitches and bugs prevent you from enjoying the game.
Or, like in my example of glitches and bugs, your favorite game ever, Unity, you've been doing the same damn game for 20 years. You should be able to get it out,
Yeah.
Hash it out.
Yeah.
First of all, they changed a lot when it came to Unity. So.
What is Unity?
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh, gotcha.
So, which is funny to me because that game got shitted on so hard that they never went back to the fluid parkour controls that they had fully developed for Unity, even though it was the best parkour that series has ever had. But whatever.
Stop buying garbage.
So
I didn't even have a problem with the gameplay of that game. I seem to remember
they used that game to rebuild
it.
fucking Notre Dame in actual Paris after it burnt down.
That was the coolest thing about Assassin's Creed is how like accurate stuff was. I mean, they were using it in like history classes and shit.
That was a good map. I liked it.
I guess my question is like, I guess my stance is if it's not a multiplayer game, or it's not a game that takes itself very seriously. So, one that has a story like The Last of Us or Wolf Among Us, like, a heavy, serious game. I don't know why people care about bugs and glitches. As long as they're not game breaking, as long as they don't ruin your playthrough, like all the people bitching about it's a graphical glitch. When you catch a Pokemon, you can see under the ground. Who cares?
See,
I don't understand that at all.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet got negative reviews because of graphical issues when I'm like,
I don't get that at all.
It's a system that's not meant to fucking outperform PCs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know why people care about that at all. I understand if it's Call of Duty, right? Like if you buy into a game because it's a polished multiplayer and it's buggy and glitchy, then you can be mad, but
it affects your gameplay to a severe point.
Yeah.
But then even still, my other point was there were times like say in Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever, I'd fall through the fucking road and it's like, okay, I literally can't play the game right now and this game's getting fucking 9s and 10s out of 10s.
True.
And it's just like, what the fuck? Skyrim has gotten near perfect scores all across the board. And it's one of the buggiest fucking games on the planet. It's still buggy 20 some odd years later after it first came out.
But those bugs are fucking hilarious. Come on, man.
No.
Have you seen the TikTok reenactments of those fucking glitches? They are hysterical. Impressive, no less. I mean, to see these people real life acting the death scenes of some of those. Oh my god.
Just ragdolling everywhere.
Oh yeah, dude,
it is funny. But that review score reflecting like a positive experience, it's quote unquote perfected.
Come on. Paul, you and me both know reviews are stupid anyway.
They are. But it gives developers an excuse to just be okay with bugs. Literally, Tom Fuckface, whatever the hell his name is, from Bethesda, was like, I've heard a rumor that our games are buggy. Yeah, no shit, Fuckface. Like, God, you serious? And then he had a fucking beta come and break it early, whatever test. And it was like, yeah, and the game came out and it was still buggy as all goddamn hell and sucked ass on top of that. So fuck you.
I don't remember
Tom Cruise, by the way, you were thinking of, Paul.
Huh?
The Skyrim guy, Tom Cruise is who you were thinking of.
What's the guy that runs Bethesda?
Tom Cruise.
Todd Howard.
Todd Cruise's
Howard.
brother.
Todd Howard, Tom
Yes,
Cruise's
Todd
brother.
Howard. fucking
Long lost brother.
God.
I'm in love with
It also comes to like what Tyler mentioned, or was it Tyler or Frank? About if the game overcome anything or did something different. GTA 5 definitely did
GTA
some things
5 what?
different.
What did it
Did
do?
it?
Like that
'Cause it felt
multiplayer.
So okay, multiplayer aside, which also just like a money stealing fucking mobile game bullshit that is. Aside from that, the main story of Grand Theft Auto 1 is such a hand-holdy experience. 2, it's just Grand Theft Auto 4 times 3. And I just
Well, 4 times 3 is 12, but you're close.
yeah, well, I'm just saying because there were 3 different fucking characters you could play as, but it was always the same fucking, like, nobody gave a shit. Like,
All right, okay.
Rockst-
While we're talking about GTA, real quick, what is your favorite GTA?
Never
my
have
favorite-
I've never ever played one ever.
he's never
Really?
Never.
Yeah.
You're
Not for any
so
reason.
off the
I
beaten
just haven't.
path on everything, on music, on
Yes,
video games.
space.
You're
Hey,
very
that's-
much off the beaten
that's
path.
The
okay,
unpredictable.
It really is. It's perfectly okay.
So Tyler's favorite is Never.
It's Red Dead Redemption.
I still have a favorite.
So what about you
Chinatown.
guys?
Oh, Chinatown's pretty good.
Why is that your favorite?
Hey, that's
Because I'm racist. Go ahead.
Oh, that
Red Dead Redemption. That counts. That's a GTA type.
Grand
that's
Theft
what you
Horse.
Grand Theft Horse. That's right.
Grand Theft
Or bully.
Horse. Peter the horse is here.
Saints Row. No.
That could count. Yeah. Sure.
No.
why
makes
not?
sense. It's a GTA knockoff.
Favorite GTA? Honestly, Vice City. I would say Vice
Amen.
City.
Amen.
No,
Yeah,
Are they
that-
remaking that one? Is that true?
They're going back to Vice City, but I don't know if they're specifically remaking
I
that
would-
game.
Well, they can't remake it with Ray Liotta passed away. So
Womp,
So
womp.
San Andreas is my favorite.
R.I.P.
really,
Yeah, San Andreas is my favorite because you could go to a fucking fast food restaurant and get fat and die. Of a
I
heart
do
attack.
miss that mechanic. That's a good
That
mechanic.
rocks.
And
But
could,
then
like,
you could
work
also
out
go
and
to
make
the
'em
gym
buff.
and buff up, and then like you start off with a pistol and you're shooting it sideways like a gangbanger. But as that skill increases, you start to learn how to hold it correctly, and it's just I
That
love
is
that
nice.
like development of a character as he improves. Like
You
it,
could-
and it was just natural gameplay. Like
you
it
could
felt good.
also do B&Es,
yeah.
and you also had
Sam Jackson was in it.
You also had what the gang turf, right?
Yeah, the turf war.
Yeah, the turf
kinda shit,
wars.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
and it
There's
was
a lot
it
of
was-
mechanics to that game, but I
It
still
was.
like Vice City better, just because of the culture for me, because I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s, like,
yeah.
But it's
ambiance
just that
to it, it's
Miami
pretty good.
vibe, you know. It's
Yeah.
Miami's really big for me.
The
'cause a lot of my
Scarface
family's from
references.
Miami.
It was so weird going back to Vice City after playing San Andreas, though, because Vice City is actually so small. Like,
Oh,
in
yeah.
comparison.
Yeah.
Just in everything about it's so much smaller. And I guess I like the scope of San Andreas, too. That was the other thing. Like, really stepped out into huge open world territory that not many games had. I don't know. That was
I
my
dig it. I wish I never actually owned San Andreas though. I had a friend of mine who did, so I could only get it in like little bites, like little like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. And I kind of wish I did. But
back in the day. I think I was in high school. Like, I was in 9th grade when that came out.
I was in Louisiana. I was an assistant manager for EB Games.
Damn.
Frank,
I got-
in total, how much time did you have with EB Games / GameStop?
In total,
Yeah.
just under 13 years. I was at the GameStop in Albany for just over 8 years.
That's
That
wild
place
because like I
rocked,
remember
Love that
Roach
store.
beforehand. So it was-
You guys
So-
remember shaking roaches out of the system?
No.
God, and that
Rocks.
smell. Oh my god!
I'm so glad I can't smell, dude.
To this day, I occasionally get patients or whatnot that have like that
Captain
roach
smell.
cigarette smell. I'm like, oh, you don't believe in baths or showers
You don't believe
at
in
all.
Jesus, do you?
Yeah, exactly,
Dude. Well, you-
and it actually gives me flashbacks to GameStop.
At the last GameStop I worked at, there was this guy that came in to trade stuff in, and my ASM, I was in SGA. My ASM was like, she like started the transaction. He's like, all right, well, this is how much I have, so I'm gonna like look around. And she's like, yeah, no problem. And she's like, Tyler, can you please finish this transaction for me? I was like, why? She's like, he smells unbelievably bad. I was like, oh, I got you, dude. No problem. So he like picks out his shit. And he comes back up to the counter, and I'm like, oh, you all set, man? And I like start resuming the transaction. And then it's like this foreign heat hits my nostrils, and I'm like, what is this? And I just turned and looked over at Devin, and she just looked at me, and she realized that even I could smell it. And I was like, what is this man capable of? Dude, it was awful.
Broke Tyler.
Super villain power.
Yeah, dude. I could smell that guy. That was insane.
Maybe you
And
missed
you're
your call, man.
nose blind, and you
Not-
can smell
Oh, man.
it.
Not having a strong sense of smell is a great asset in healthcare. Let me tell you.
Yep.
Poop.
Well,
Oh, you could be like a janitor or a waste disposal agent.
Oh, I've always wanted to clean up shit for a living.
That's why I'm
You're
not a
built
nurse.
for it. Don't deny your destiny.
I know that at our store we actually forever coined the tamp test.
What?
The tamp test, tamping the system on the counter to see if roaches came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh god,
Or their shit. Like if you got that little brown rain, you're like, oh, yep.
Chocolate rain.
And that's
my
the title
favorite
of the
moment.
episode.
My favorite
Chocolate
moment
rain
was
or brown
still-
rain?
Brown rain.
Brown rain.
My favorite moment was still that 360. I was taking the hard drive out of the bottom of it, and there were roaches started crawling over the
yeah.
hard drive as I was
Oh,
removing it,
yeah.
and I
Dude.
flung it, and the roaches went everywhere,
gross.
and Heather was there, and she was like,
Yeah.
ah, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it scared me. I didn't know
so
what that
gross.
was. It was like a hand reaching out to touch me.
That's so gross, dude.
It was so disgusting. I was like, dude, I can't take this. You just infested my store. Thanks.
Jesus.
Nasty ass people living in fucking South Georgia, dude.
True. It's very true.
Okay, what else did we want to talk about? I thought we had one more.
Dude, I don't know. I thought
I'm
that
good.
fucking like review thing would go further than I didn't think you'd agree with me, honestly. That's very
What did you think?
Nice.
What did you think I would say? That games need to be perfect.
dude,
before
I
they're
don't know what
published,
you were
that
gonna
kind of
say. You were like, I could debate this topic.
That's not what I said.
Fuck. I don't
Well,
know,
you
man.
know,
I'm
I think-
scared.
I think the video game industry as a whole is just as fucked as corporate retail America.
I think the
It's-
review system needs to be just reanalyzed. Like there needs
Well,
to be a new way
it's-
of reviewing shit.
It's just not just reviews though. I mean, it's hey, we're gonna rush this fucking game out so we can get it
Oh,
selling before it's even done. I mean, look at what happened at fucking
Sonic
Cyberpunk,
Boom.
man. It's
Yeah, that
terrible.
They had forever to work on that game, though.
Yeah,
I
and
think
they-
kept
and then
pushing
they
back
fixed
and pushing
it,
back.
Come
and
on,
it's
look.
just sci-fi Far Cry, and it's like
They
okay,
simply said at the very beginning when they started making that game, it'll be ready when it's ready.
True.
yeah.
And I was okay with that. Hey, take all the time you need because that game was going to be legit the best game
But when it
ever.
comes down to investors, man, they want that shit out. They're tired of their
Yeah.
money just festering and not making it back.
But even with them, did they have that issue? I mean, did CD Projekt Red, who's not even an American-based studio, like,
no, they're Polish.
did,
Um,
and they had all of
No,
the
they got
goodwill in the
money
entire
coming in
world.
from other
yeah,
shit.
but Witcher 3, I mean, I would feel like there was some investment after that. They were like, oh, look at the success of this. We can get money to make this other game. And then
The idea or the feeling that I got before Cyberpunk came out and before everybody knew what was going on with that was that
No Man's Sky.
everyone had the feeling that CDPR could do no wrong, or they were just, they could do anything and be perfectly okay. Like they
Yeah, 'cause Witcher
were
3 was phenomenal.
the Naughty Dog of the time. Like they were just on absolute cloud nine, and then they shit the bed like BioWare.
Yeah, some developers started snorting crack. They were up there and they were like, yeah, let's just put this out. Fuck it.
What's wrong with snorting crack, Paul? Now we're against that. Jesus.
All right.
Dude, what's funny is with Witcher 3 too, like I still go back to that, like the sound design alone in that game fucking blows my mind. But and then I go over to Cyberpunk and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like there was some misstep here. Like, I don't know. The quality assurance was not a high priority.
Yeah, true.
I love seeing that on like failed pushed, like they were just super pushed out fast and they were terrible games at launch and they're still terrible today. And then you see like quality assurance team like on the credits and it's like, what, where? No. And then it's like, man, I would love to know how to reach out to these people to ask them, did they actually do their job that day?
You should do that, Paul. You should also threaten the office.
I should. That's going to be the new thing. We're going to call up quality assurance teams for failed games on the podcast and be like, so what was going on when you were assuring the quality of this game?
You just have to remind yourself all the things that do work in the game. Those are the things they actually tested.
The character moves.
So
what do you want from us?
Hey, the gun actually fired.
There you go.
They have like a little checklist. It's like, does it turn on?
So the game made it past the start screen. What do you want from
it? Made it past the start screen. It's good to go. Ship it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So.
Oh God, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I've got a dip. Can you wrap this up?
Oh, all right. Are we tapping out?
I'm
we done schizo posting?
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Cool. Any dad jokes or weird sign offs?
I do have a dad joke because, of course, I do. Why can't you hear the pterodactyl go into the bathroom?
Because the P is silent.
Yeah,
nice.
You got it.
Did you guys see the video of the guy that says it was like the person said, tell me that you're white without telling me that you're white. And the guy was like, oh, I got something for this. And he's outside of his house and he just opens the door and the kids are like, Dad's home. And I was like, oh my God.
That's so bad.
Wow. That's terrible.
He didn't even say anything. He said, I got something for this. And he just opened his front door and that was it. He didn't say anything. Well, I'm like, damn. Anyways.
What do you call a masturbating cow?
God.
Beef stroganoff. All right.
Cool.
All right,
see you later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Giggity, go.
You can't steal that. That's Family Guy.
Yeah, we'll get sued. The second our podcast starts getting successful.
Thank you for listening. You can email us at akettleofishpodcast@gmail.com or call us at 615-933-1855. Hope to catch you next week.